She's actually loving this. She was.
Well, he stepped on her.
Oh, did he step?
And when he hurts her, he gets in trouble. She's training him how to play. She's done this with a couple Great Danes. Stitch.
And have they lived to tell the tale?
Yeah, they have. And they've been very respectful. It's funny, she doesn't like to play with Carl that much, but she's... Wanda, come on. But when she gets really scared, she'll go underneath and she'll hide. Come on, Wanda. Wanda, come on. Back up. Come here. Up. Okay.
She's like, I got this. At least he takes a telling from her. Yeah. She's such a good girl. I know. You tell him. You show him how it's done. Show him. Hey, you're such a good girl. I know.
She doesn't want him on that thing. Watch, she's going to chase him off.
Oh, she's on the scratch first. Oh, you're very brave. I'm going behind here. You get her. She's like, I got you. Grab that way, yeah, Wanda. Yeah, exactly. She can get in their spaces where he can't get.
Yeah, that's when she hides. Wanda, come here. Come. Up. Come here, Wanda. Over there. Up. Stay. Wanda, get back up. Wanda, come here. Get up here. Stay. Okay. All right. Elizabeth is doing mail call today. Elizabeth and Carly are doing mail call.
Oh my golly, by ourselves.
Yeah.
Unaided. Carly, this is problems. Oh, yeah, because mine's just not loading. Look at this.
What? Oh.
You're fine. You might need to use your phone.
Usually the first few minutes of mail call nowadays seems to be a I will read the questions to you.
You read the questions, right?
Yes.
You sit down.
Carlene is still away.
Yes.
And we're the what are we? The alternate, the backup.
We're just the stand-in.
Stand-in. Yeah.
Oh.
We're the stand-in entertainment, so you get what you pay for.
Yeah, not a lot. That's why we're all volunteers.
Right.
So, are you behind me? How did I know? I could hear the heavy breathing.
Wanda, come here. Oh, now they're going to start. Now the real game's going to begin with Wanda and Bone. Yeah, she's going to.
So today we have 2 pieces of mail, Janine, 2 pieces of mail.
Yeah.
This is from Jan What was that?
She's teaching him that it's her bone.
It is her bone.
Yeah. What do we got for mail?
Oh, look. Oh, she sends these lovely things. Thank you very much. That's
Oh, do they have anything? Oh, on them.
These.
I've started to like these.
If at first you do succeed, try not to look astonished. Well, that's true.
That's very true.
I'm not sure we ever.
It's just part of the plan.
Don't use a big word when a diminutive one will so often. Will suffice. So there you go. Excellent.
Some big words there.
Yes. Oh, this is so true. Your shin will be used to find furniture in the dark.
And the back of a
the tow bar thing.
the toe thing on the back.
On the truck.
Want to be nice. Yeah, the hitch on a truck will always connect with your shin bone at the least
your mum said
precise moment.
Oh,
look at that! Look at that mean face. Watch her be mean.
It's the wagging tail.
People think she's so.
Oh, look at that!
Wanda, look at those teeth. Look at that. There she is.
I told him. The meanest face ever.
Really?
While wagging her tail.
Wanda, be nice. She can't help it.
He's smiling.
Everybody thinks she's the sweetest little dog. I don't think so. Wanda.
You mean
she's
not,
the only good news is she can do no harm. Okay, I know.
Right.
Yeah. Here, you get a bone. Everybody gets a bone. He wants her bone. That's the problem.
So what was I telling you? Oh, but your mum said to Nick, when you're getting a tow hitch for the back of the car, the back of the truck, get one of the three-way ones when it comes out that way, that way, and that way, and that way you can bang front, side, and the other side.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, because those things.
Yeah. Oh, they're awful. Yeah. And for those of you that don't tow often, you don't understand. We all have permanent scars on our shins from those things. That looks like that's a hay bale. That's hay right there. Yeah.
Even though it doesn't have my name on it.
Yeah, you're going to jail. Well, I think I'll be in jail before you. Someone's from Cape Cod. Hi, ladies and dogs.
Only if you're lucky.
Where's Jim? Okay, Jiminy. Oh, they're outside. Any packages today? Still plenty of treats, and we have
packages.
Yeah.
Oh my golly! So thank you very much. That was a very big check.
Yeah.
I could put it back in the envelope, put it back in for someone else to deal with.
Yeah, that is the next hay bale because literally we stole hay. They're haying.
We take the hay fresh from the field today.
Yeah.
And so Janine said, we get some hay from the farm, right? But they've only just put it in bales. And Janine said, we don't have any hay in the barn. So she went away with the big wheelbarrow and she said, we'll just start a tally list of how many we've taken out of the field. So she's walking up the track with 4 behind her. And
I'm dragging this wheelbarrow with 4 in it.
Bales of hay. And the guy with his truck and his trailer and all the big bales of hay, he comes over the hill and we're like, oh, spotted, spotted.
We got caught stealing hay. Because literally, my mother's gone. We haven't had a hay delivery out at Meredith, so we have no hay.
Yeah.
So that was our.
So we had to go and say, this is the 4 bales that we're taking.
Only because we were caught red-handed.
Yeah, it was really embarrassing.
Yeah.
And we've been scraping it up off the ground as well. We're all the bits of
See,
this. We're like, oh.
Yeah. I'm going to jail at some point very soon for something like that.
I know, desperate times, desperate measures.
Yeah.
So this is super. There were no packages this morning or this afternoon because I did check unless you've seen any. You know, I think the Amazon comes later. Because very often things.
I see the Amazon truck. Those people must work 24 hours a day. Because the Amazon truck comes in at 11 o'clock at night. I'll be like, oh, there's somebody here. And it's the Amazon truck. Yeah. Yes.
Any questions?
Okay. Good for her. She deserves. I think they're talking. Oh, they're probably asking how my mother is doing on vacation. I haven't even talked to her. You've talked to her.
She's fine. She's floating.
She's flying. She was floating in a boat.
Many flotation devices that there's no way she's sinking. But she then sent another photograph, and it was her with Thor that I put up.
Oh, a big dog.
Facebook.
Yeah.
She's got not a single life preserver on.
Oh, so she's loosening up. She did swim when she was younger.
Yeah, well, she kind of looked like she was also in a captain's chair, like she might be steering a boat, and that's a bit worrying.
Would you expect that? Anything less of her?
No.
Okay.
I'm thinking she'll be stand up.
They're asking about the mannequins. Okay, I made an executive decision. We're still in the process of cleaning up, and there's a lot of the mannequins. I mean, everyone, you guys can. They look creepy. Okay.
They look really creepy at night time.
Yeah, they look really creepy. They've not aged well. Nobody's changed their clothes. Their wigs are halfway to the side. It looks like you're driving down the driveway. After we invested, we being Janine, Carlene, and a little bit of ERN, and all this new white fencing, everything looks fabulous till you come around the corner. You're like, whoa, people, what is that? And there's these creepy looking mannequins. So if everyone really wants to complain about them, they are still in the dump trailer. But the dump trailer is going to the dump with a bunch of other old furniture that we picked up from Carly's house and.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is if they're really desperate, I'm sure.
Is it possible to move the dog? Oh, I forgot to move the camera. Okay, that is, yes, it is possible. Someone should fire me from that job. Yeah, you guys, because I move it on my phone and I just have to download it to Elizabeth's phone. So, yes, I meant to do that today. God, my bad. I'll do that right after I get off.
Do this, do that.
Yeah, and Nick was just here 2 minutes ago. And he left with the camera, so the house camera. So when we get the house camera in here, we're going to do the house. We're going to still continue to do the Facebook Live, but we'll also have it on the. So there'll be two cameras going all the time.
Yes.
So Oh, somebody agreed with me on the mannequins. Good, because I know I'm going to get in a lot of trouble for that from, the Service Dog Project people. But I'm already in trouble with them, so it doesn't matter.
What's another little bit of trouble?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and I think that...
Will you tape your mother's arrival? She's getting in here at 11 o'clock, 11:30. Yeah, so no. The barn looks so much nicer, wide open. I agree. That was all Elizabeth and Carly. I take no credit. Yay.
It's a good addition.
It looks really good. I wanted to take down that wall completely for a long time, but I got pushed back on that. But really putting it looks so fantastic.
So much flexibility because we can still have a bit of separation should we need it.
Yep. How do we watch? The cameras are going to be, when we get that new camera, it'll be on the barn. What is it? No, the Crazy Acres farm.org, and all the cameras will be up there. And if anytime you have any difficulty reaching the cameras, then go back to crazyacresfarm.org and click again, because the other day, for some unknown reason, it seemed that the our camera got unplugged and needed to be reset. So, so we had to. I had to go and restart on Saturday morning. I had to restart and get a new URL for YouTube. So I put it out over there. So yeah, if you have trouble, just go back to the source, which is crazyacresfarm.org. Yes, Mavis did get her foot caught in the fence yesterday. She's fun. Yeah.
And that was very helpful. Thank you very much. And she's so smart because I think, as Janine and I were discussing this morning, and I said last night, she's a mule. She's fantastic. She stands still, doesn't run like a horse with the gate attached to her. She stands still and she actually engages her brain. And she thinks, how am I going to get out of this problem? And she eventually reared up on her front, pulled the leg out, and walked off.
Yes.
Took her a wee while.
And Carly and I saw Mike down there checking her. So yes.
So she's pretty happy this morning. And in fact,
her foot looked fine.
Yeah.
Unlike horses.
Unlike horses.
They have the gate attached to them.
Yeah. So she's in a good state.
And you have someone coming to look at her.
Somebody lovely coming to look at her on Thursday. So we're hoping that goes well. If not, it's Ted.
Oh. Yeah.
So it's very exciting. I did check. She lives all 4 feet.
Ooh, even better. That's like a bonus. Okay, so some of these are going so fast. I missed that question.
Good question.
Carlene always says mules are smarter than horses, and unfortunately, that is true, and oftentimes smarter than us.
Yes, they're fantastic.
Mo is double our IQ.
Oh, and I've got a video to put up of Mo's evening routine because she's got us back in training again with her feet, and she makes sure that Chester is outside of her barn, the door is shut, and she gets
for her private dining.
Yeah, there's no nonsense with Miss Momo.
Someone's asking her when's her massage.
So it was supposed to be tomorrow, but there's been a bit of a conflict. So it's not going to be tomorrow. It's, I think, the following Thursday, as long as we can get everything fitted up. It's difficult because we moved her back up to Meredith and things all just...
things ebb and flow over there quite a bit.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things, nothing ever follows the timeline.
So this morning excitement is because I'm not usually stay here at the farm, but I've been here because my mother's been gone. Got up early because Wallace was riding out at Meredith. We have a couple new horses and he rode them, and then it got to be coffee time, and he's like, "Can I buy you a coffee?" And I thought he was going to get into the car, but he jumped on Roman, the little chestnut, and trotted away, and he went all the way down to Dunkin' Donuts and came back with coffee. And someone took a video of him.
Which Dunkin' Donuts did he go to?
He went to the one that's right on the corner of Route 1. And he went through the drive-through in Roman and got coffee.
The one that if you go out the end of the driveway, you go all the way along Linebrook.
No. The one over, if you go down the back road of...
All right, okay, so it's closer to Meredith.
It's only about a mile. But he rode the horse right along down the street, right into the... And there's video of him, like, standing in line. There's cars. And there's Roman. And then he goes up to the window and gets 2 coffees, trotted home. So,
I bet he didn't spill a draw pan.
Yeah, really.
I did not know. I thought only
somebody sent me the video, so I'll share that on.
That's really
Can you open the door and let the big guys in?
Oh,
Someone's asked, how are the chicks doing, Elizabeth?
They're doing really well. In fact, I'm going to have to find a bigger container.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
With a higher side because I am now having to lift them and put them back in because they're jumping out, even though I have a grid on the top. So they're getting much bigger. I'm lost.
I might lose connection here, but I'll give you a quick little. Here's the little chickens. It's like TV for the dogs. And there they are, the big dogs. Okay, Wanda, this way.
Go be to my chickens.
Come on, Wanda. Okay. There they are. There's Jiminy.
I think the chipmunks are up.
Yeah, Wanda's the boss here. Nobody gives her too much trouble.
So I'm hoping with the chickens, I'm hoping to pop them out on the grass in one of these egg pens that your mum has.
You got
At the end of the week or at the weekend.
Yep.
Just to get them used to scratching around on the ground, and then I'll bring them back in. What? She's still got the bone. So we're doing well. Have we got any other exciting questions? Not hard ones though.
Someone's saying hi to Larkey. Hilda's saying hi to Larkey.
Oh, it's a big handsome boy.
Yeah, it's amazing. We have, if you compare the weight of Wanda, she's like she's probably 16 pounds. And all these Great Danes, she's the one that controls the bed and the bones.
Yes.
I think the other guys are still outside.
These guys are not daft.
There's Sizzle. Where's the doggy daily today? Gotta come back in. There we go. Where's the doggy daily today?
Oh, the doggy daily today did not come from your mother, and so
She's fired?
She's totally fired.
This is the first vacation she's had since starting the Service Dog
I
Project.
honestly thought I would get a text, but the text kind of came through, and it was like, she's got such a busy itinerary before she goes to the airport.
Yeah.
And I asked her, what's your busy itinerary? And she didn't tell me.
Yeah, she texted me saying, don't forget mail call today. I'm like, okay, on top of everything else.
Don't forget my dogs.
Don't forget my dogs. Yeah.
She did actually say, how are my dogs? And that was all I got from her.
She hasn't even.
Communication, I said, your dogs are
She
fine."
communicates with you more than me,
And then
thank
she said-
God.
And then she texted me, are you okay? And I went, yeah, thanks for asking.
Whoa.
That's what you have finally got out of it.
Where are the chickens going to be? We did get approval to move the chickens down to the property.
Oh,
Yes.
well, that's super sweet.
We get it. We're allowed to keep them. Love the little dogs too. Had a couple of terriers. Oh yeah, they're always the boss. Yeah, I agree.
definitely.
Yes, so we can use the chicken coop
So
that
we've
we
got
already
two
have.
chicken coops. We've got somebody had built a white one at the moment, which is fully enclosed on the bottom and the sides, and it looks from you looked at it. It looks
okay.
rat, mouse, just about everything.
Yeah.
So we'll do that until they outgrow that one, and then what we're going to be doing is we're bringing back where the goats are at the moment. We're going into the proper chicken coop, but I have plans for a team of people to come in and help me make sure that it is mouse, rat, and invasion proof. And then I am going to, because I have the materials in my house. This will surprise you, Janine.
Yes.
But I have the materials in my house to build a walk-in run. And I'd like to keep them there, and then we'll take them out to free range under supervision.
Okay.
And
She's the chicken expert, but also over at Meredith there are chickens too. And how do they what they do at night is they pull up
I have a container. They lift the feet.
at night, so the rats that controls the rat problem.
that controls
What a
it.
shame you have to be approval. Don't even get me started there today.
But the other thing is the little black boxes. The other thing is Meredith actually uses the same system that we use here, and they do not. They do not have rats.
It's amazing they don't have any rats.
No, and you think about all the horses that
Yeah.
are.
And we're not that good about the grain either. We need to be better.
Very good with the grain. It's
You
just
are
the
like,
horses'
I don't know if
spirits.
everybody listening remembers that show Oscar and Felix and Oscar. There was one clean person and one really messy roommate. You remember that show?
It's the messy one.
Yeah, that's you. That's
I
you.
have a very nice feed room ordinarily. I'm very careful when it comes to feed.
No, you're very good because everybody gets a special ordered, special prepared meal at
Chef's
night.
meal.
And I run in the morning. I just throw everyone the same shit, go as fast as I can, and clean up. Yeah, the odd couple. That's it. The odd couple. Yeah.
Jack Lemmon and
Yeah.
Walter Matthau,
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
But it works.
It does work.
And
It does work.
everybody's happy.
Yeah.
And you just have to be happy too.
Is Bentley and
Right. So we're
Shazo in the Bentley
I
and
can't find them. They're not down there.
Who?
Bentley and Chaos.
oh, Bentley and Chaos. Yes, I don't know where they are. My mother
So
does.
we'll have to ask your mum because they're definitely not down where Bailey was.
Okay.
I really couldn't see anything, so they must be somewhere.
Yeah.
But somebody said, did Linda Kay or something like that?
She might have
Chaos.
Chaoses. She might have Chaoses.
Yeah. So
I know that Olaf has a stitch in a box above the with a little plaque above the fireplace. It's really
fireplace.
yeah. So some people do that.
Yeah. So maybe that's what happens.
Can the horned goats get into the teepee area? Isn't that a good question?
No.
No, it's all blocked off. When they first got here, they did.
So what actually happened, and when the goats first came, they showed us where the holes were. And the holes
Yeah, they taught us. That's a nice way of saying you got outsmarted by 4 goats.
Yeah, slightly. But the silly thing was,
They had a gap.
so there was a fence that went this way, a fence that went that way in the top, and it wasn't secured. So they went, oh, how silly, and they went in between it.
Well, they had a little
So I
note
don't
too.
know, and then we note to say this, you can
This is
open
where
this.
the gap. Yeah, there's a
You're like,
gap.
really?
I don't know why they
So
did that.
the goats came through from the goat pen into there. They were in for, you and I got them out. It was 2 goats. It was a maximum of 15 minutes. And I think it was also on camera. And we took them out. And if this is in reference to any contamination of sand, I actually spoke with our small animal vet on Saturday morning.
Yeah.
Because I am, you know me, Janine, I am so obsessed with animal welfare and health.
Yes.
And
We
they
did
said
get a little.
there is nothing, our goats are fully vaccinated.
Yeah.
There is nothing that could have triggered anything.
There's
that
very
the
few
dogs have.
things. I mean, we have on this property, Meredith, everywhere else, every farm has goats, dogs, horses.
Yeah.
And the dogs do eat horse poop. They eat goat poop. They spill water.
Thanks.
And it's just,
No,
there's
so-
very few things that go from,
Yeah. So the vet's
Species.
opinion was, and they were there for 15 minutes, and it was about 3 weeks ago. Anything would have been dead. It was 91 degrees.
Yeah.
And so we don't think that's it. Obviously, I'll put my hand up and say that was my fault if anything comes back from any testing that suggests it is. But the vet says no. And just to be very clear, before we move any animals in here, I spoke with our vet. We brought on quarantine horses before the puppies were born, and I spoke with our vet, who's also service dogs vet, and I said, I am bringing on quarantine horses. Is there any communicable diseases between equine and canine puppies in particular? And he said, no, there is not.
Yeah.
So I'm very careful to check these things because I actually think it's better to prevent rather than dealing with something that's happened.
Yeah.
Because you know I'm an absolute pain in the butt when it comes
Yeah.
to that sort of thing. Apart from being a bit untidy, okay?
that says they're getting the soil tested. So,
Yeah, they can get
but
the soil tested.
yeah.
And I will say that we have had
That's all right.
summer
It's
an
all right.
opossum.
Yes,
And
the possums are a problem
illegal
for
to
horses.
because we get
Yeah,
APM.
Yeah. So there's a lot of wild animals that are coming around
And
here.
Yesterday,
That's
as
what-
I was driving home, guess what was scurrying through the parking pit? A beaver.
Oh,
Beaver.
yeah,
It's
beaver.
a bit off track, almost. So, but
yeah,
it's scurrying
yeah.
through. So there's so much wildlife here.
Someone mentions the picture of. Did you see the picture of Megan with all the dogs?
Oh, yes, I did.
Isn't that
Super.
fantastic?
And there's also one of who's the other girl?
Devon.
Devon
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the dogs as
yeah,
well.
yeah.
And I think your mother's delighted.
Yeah, Megan does a fantastic job. She was great when she was here, and
she's
Devon
conti-
is
and
with
she's
her.
They're both continuing it in the same
Yeah,
vein.
yeah. So I'm glad that my mother went to visit her because it was a little rough. I mean, she left during COVID, and it's been a tough couple years. And I'm glad my mother has gone down to see her because she does really respect Megan, and hopefully Megan,
Vice versa.
vice versa.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see what other questions are coming through. All the horses that we have, there's other than like conjunctivitis will go from horse to human, but we don't have a lot of conjunctivitis.
Well, I've never had a problem problem with
Yeah.
that.
And Steve. Oh, Steve. Yes, I know Steve's working with Megan
Yes.
and part of that whole team. But I was super.
I think he made the beef burgers.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping that they all kind of move forward because it's nice to see that everybody who loves Great Dane stays.
I will tell you, since your mother has not been in communication with you, she's making plans, and I'm not telling you what they are. So there.
My mother that's a problem. She's 85 years old. She's got to stop making plans.
My brain's not 85 years old.
Yeah, really.
So
It's wearing us out.
yeah, you got to keep it going because if you don't
Yeah,
use it,
yeah.
you lose it.
Yep.
So she's
So,
planning. And
she's
busy,
planning, she's
and
planning.
She'll tell you all about it, I'm quite sure.
Well, I want her to get home and get us some hay. We've got to empty the dump trailer. I'm planning
I
too.
need to reverse the trailer down my driveway.
Yeah.
It's right beside the road at the moment.
Yeah.
Which would be handy. So I think it's all very positive and very exciting.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, we keep never stop making plans. Yes, I guess that's true. Maybe the sand was contained by standing water and rain. Could have been. Sometimes animals just get a little bit of a tummy ache.
Well, my understanding from service dog way back was that there's Giardia on the property, and the Giardia comes from
The geese, yeah.
And there's geese everywhere. There's actually a beautiful mallard duck that flies in.
Yeah.
Just as it, I think, is it going to hit that first little pond, the second pond, it skids to a halt?
Yeah, the thing that when we like a lot of times having the wire fence, if you put it all the way to the ground, that's really a good way to keep. But the flying stuff still can come in.
That's why I had a problem with bird flu. But the other thing is, one of the things that I would have, if it had been me, I think I would have considered spraying the ground before I put any animals on it because it sat there for such a long time.
Well, I would always think that the sun would kill stuff too. Like when out in Meredith, I took a couple buckets from one of the quarantine pens and I just left them sitting in the sun for 3 days.
That will kill them this afternoon and put them back into use.
Okay, see the odd couple. Yeah. Did you wonder why there was 2 buckets sitting in the sun? I was like, I don't have time to clean this. I'll let Mother Nature do it.
Yeah, and here I was.
Yes. As I was fleeing from the law for stealing hay.
And I even timed it for 10 minutes to make sure it's fully saturated.
Okay, yeah.
So they're safe. If they get anything, they're safe.
Oh, this is the question that's always asked, what's for dinner?
Oh, well, what are you having for dinner?
I don't know yet. I think I'm going shopping.
Yeah.
I'm having last night's Thai.
Yeah,
I'm having last night's Thai as long as that lot haven't gone home and eaten it, actually.
Well, you better get home soon. Yeah.
They do that all the time.
Yeah.
I'm all excited and I think there's really great leftovers and then I get back and they say, oh.
Can you explain, or should we bother, something happened to see in the barn? What to do if they see anything in the barn? Yeah, that would be, well, it seemed to work really well, other than the fact that I was the last to hear about it. And by the time I heard about it, it had been solved by anyone. Who do we want to be the...
Well, do you know what I think the solution is? It's
Yeah.
just to stick with mules.
Stick with mules, yeah, because they'll get their feed out. But it used to be they would call the house phone, but unfortunately the house phone has been hijacked, so there is no phone in here. No. And so you can't call, yeah, so... But you're not always here. I'm not always here. So Carly, that's you.
Yeah.
Yay! So call Carly. So we should post that someplace if you don't mind.
Yeah.
I mean, when I'm here, I don't mind, but I'm not always here. Yeah.
And I'm about 20 minutes away.
Yes, I mean, the last time something got stuck was...
Hello?
Speaking of, was Grover got stuck upside down and he got cast in the stall. And I learned about it and Carly learned about it. We all learned about it at the same time. And I was not here. You weren't here. And we were all on the road.
And we were all coming to meet
and Carly got Grover back up. So So I mean everybody's number, because I mean I think that I've put my number. I think somebody had I think there's somebody that has all our numbers. So because if something goes wrong, all 3 of us should be notified.
I just like everybody to know that when I go to sleep, I don't hear anything.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I have the volume on, so
Yeah, I have the volume on too.
Get her own landline. What will? Yeah. Well, we gotta. We. The problem is that all of the connections. I think what's going to happen, because we're just now, is that, I don't know how we're going to get our phone back. That telephone number, by the way, has been our number since I was 15 years old.
105 years ago.
Yeah, 356-0666 was the number that was the house number. But I don't know if she'll ever get that back from Service Dog Project. So, well, yeah, I don't know how we're going to. It doesn't matter because you can't call my mother because she's awake, but she can't. She doesn't. She can't go down there and fix the problem. So it's just.
Inconvenient.
I know her getting old has been very inconvenient.
She's a new lease of life. She put a life preserver on and
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think she's making up this whole age thing anyway. She's probably younger than we are. We know. Yeah.
Oh, she's doing a good job of it.
Yeah, we know that she's going to outlive us all.
Well, yeah, we've worked that one out. Exactly. Well, we've got jobs for her. We're just going to leave her a list of.
Yeah, a to-do list.
Achieve,
yes. Because, when she goes, there's going to be a long list. Like, instead of reading the will, yeah, we know that she's going to outlive us all.
Well, yeah, we've worked that one out. Exactly. Well, we've got jobs for her. We're just going to leave her a list of.
Yeah, a to-do list. Yes. Because, when she goes, there's going to be a long list. Like, instead of reading the will, well, I'll be sitting around and, what did you get on your list?
Yeah, exactly. You'd be like, there's something about a hay hut.
Really. Just to build a
whole line of communication and that sort of thing. Just
yeah.
Because we're really efficient. We might be a wee bit untidy, Janine, but we're very efficient.
If things get done, I have to admit,
Yes,
things get done.
Yes. It might not just be as sparkly as you think.
Yeah.
It is actually very sparkly.
Yeah.
It's a bit busy right now. A bit busy.
Yeah, well, I grew up with this mess all around me, so my house is clean and things are orderly. My sister's the same way. Being in this house makes me nervous. It makes me want to clean stuff, but
that's really funny because I grew up in a house with my mother who you had to unload the dishwasher in a certain sequence, and the cups went in with the handles facing in the cupboards with the handles facing a very specific way, etc.
Yeah, my mother was like that too.
I have gone completely utter opposite. I'm like, chuck it in, I don't care what shelf, and if it's clean, it's gone.
Right. Yeah. Or you could be like my mother growing up. She would sort on the way. Instead of when you get the silverware and you put it in the forks and the spoons and the spoons and the knives and the knives, she would just take it and all dump it in a drawer and say, I'm sorting on the way out.
Well,
so you go through and you look for your fork.
That's it. It's
Yeah.
touch things once.
And she's gotten even more lazy. Now she just has like a jar where she puts all the silverware in. You just take, it's on the counter, so you don't even have to open a drawer. And it's the same.
I think there's lots of lessons to be learned here.
Yeah.
We could deploy them
out.
and see, there's nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, touch things
Yeah.
once.
I call it domestically challenged.
There's nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah. It's really problematic when you start trying to partner up in your life and you. That's when they're like, you do what? And I've always been accused of stuffing the laundry machine, and just really, it's tough. It's tough. Yeah. But until COVID, I would wear jeans like once and then wash them. Now, shit, I've been wearing the same jeans for a week. I stopped. Yeah, I really I don't even. I stopped wearing makeup. I really it's quite.
Actually free,
Yeah.
though, isn't it? When
It's
you
very
go
freeing.
down your front, you think, I'm only going to the barn and I'm going to get even dirtier.
Yeah, why?
Hair will
Especially
stick
with
to
these
slobber.
living with all these Great Danes, why would I change my clothes? They're just going to slobber on me again.
Although when I go home, I'm assaulted by noses because they're like,
Oh,
what
yeah.
dog is
Your
that?
children?
My children go,
Yeah. Connecting. Elizabeth, do they know how many dogs you have at your house?
I don't tell anybody that. They're not mine anyway.
Okay.
No, I've got several. I've got what have I got? 3 Great Danes at the moment.
3 Great Danes, yeah. See, and,
3 Great Danes at the moment.
yeah. And they're not from
They're
here.
not from here.
They're rescue dogs.
They're they came from animal control in Warden, Arkansas. They're all very special.
And they're well behaved. I'm amazed. And they're friendly.
They're very friendly.
Yes. After dealing with a lot of dogs, I have a healthy fear of Great Danes.
Well,
And these dogs come running, her dogs come running up to me, and I'm like, but they're friendly.
they're very friendly, and it's a real shame because they came from really traumatic backgrounds, and all of them are a bit quirky, and they couldn't be adopted out. So
Yeah,
I take them.
and they're one of them, Arlo's really pretty.
Your mother said to me,
You could adopt Sandy. No, I have Wanda. That's more than enough dog. She's talking about you. You could adopt. Elizabeth's not allowed to have any more dogs.
No, my husband actually has said he will leave me, so I might just adopt Sandy then.
All right, why not?
Might be.
I mean, I better get the camera done first.
Yeah, really. Like we've got a list for him.
Yeah.
And all the big stuff
Yeah,
spending.
yeah.
No, so it's all very exciting, but you do get assaulted by I don't know which dogs you've been with.
Yeah, mason jars. That's what my mother uses for exactly. Someone said that her grandmother kept them in mason jars.
Yeah.
Someone said they'll take Wanda. Yeah. You ever heard of the Ransom and Red Chief? It's an old book where they kidnapped a kid for the ransom, and the parents were elated, and then the kidnappers ended up paying the parents to take the kid. Yeah. Does Carly have a horse? Carly, do you have a horse?
I do have a horse.
You tell them what your horse did overnight.
Yeah, we had a little
He
action.
was
Here's a
itching.
slight boo-boo.
He was itching his neck, and he took the skin off his neck. Gave himself a
In a
little.
very big way.
Yeah, gave himself a little.
Quite bigly.
Itch
Yeah.
on the back, but he's fine. He's still right.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
you will, because
He's
you'll
a
not do
survivor.
that again.
No, he will not be
Yeah.
taking his skin off again.
No. You'll know not to do that until tomorrow.
Yeah.
He's a nice boy. He does it every so often.
He is.
People are talking about Sandy. I hope it's no life to live in kennels. You know how dogs are. It bothers me that Sandy is not being adopted because it's no life to be a kennel dog. These Great Danes want to be with people. That's why they're such good service dogs. They just really, at night, how many dogs do you sleep with? Yeah, Elizabeth. Yeah, dogs want to be with people, not in kennels. So
Yeah.
I hope we can find, there's a bunch of them here that are looking for homes. I hope they all find homes soon. It's sad to see them.
It is. And the other thing is, it actually, I really believe that it affects how they form relationships with
Yeah.
people.
Yeah,
What you're trying to do is establish a relationship that expands, etc. And it's a really difficult thing.
Sandy seemed to come around not a lot now. She's
Yeah.
better than-
Well, my wee Bailey, she was in the kennel.
She's sweet.
She was removed from her family and it went through a court case, and she was in a kennel for a year. And when she first came home to me, she couldn't look you in the eye. She was
It's like having the horses come in when they just
Yeah.
they don't bond with
Our
people.
rescue horses.
Yeah, but I mean, when you have dogs that grow up in a kennel, they don't know. Like the house dogs are, they know how to be a house dog. These dogs don't know how to be house dogs.
But you're
Yeah, that takes a long time.
Oh yeah, you have to. Talk about your dogs.
The foxhounds in the kennels, they really.
They were hunting dogs,
Hunting dogs,
but they were
kennel
slow.
dogs.
Why did
One he got slower at the end, so he had needed to come, and then he got dropped at the doorstep because he couldn't live at someone's house, so he didn't make it good for her because she had a couple other dogs, and then the other one was she just didn't make it as younger. But same thing, they're scared when they come in. It takes a while. Once they get to know you, they're okay, but it takes that whole kennel mentality.
Yeah.
Stuart, it was more happier because he was out and going with the group of everyone because he was out hunting. Stella never had the social mentality, so she never hunted. We tried, but she was just wanted to chase other dogs. She thought that was more fun.
I can just imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah.
the hounds out, and there's
Yeah.
one dog chasing everyone else, and they're all.
Yeah, they're talking
Thank
those.
God
Yeah.
Bill was there, and there was no one else took off. It was just one. Stella
One.
just took
Yours,
off. Mine,
yours.
but thank goodness. But he was always good. He let her walk out and stuff. But Stuart had more socialization because he was out with the pack, and the parades, and all that. But he's more social. But Stella just never got the socialization, so it's hard. There's something like that socialization. There's a little bit more herd bound.
And at Myopia, you talk about I just saw Beth go by and she's missing her dog Ivy. I think she'd be a perfect home for Sandy. I just feel bad for these dogs that are still here. Usually and someone also mentioned they did used to, you can tell by the time they're a year whether they're the right mentality for a Great Dane service dog. But so if we could find a home for Sandy, that would make me feel better at least. So talk about the Myopia there's a pack of dogs. And first of all, they're not hunting foxes. They're not.
We don't hunt foxes. We
don't live hunt.
No live hunt. It's a scent with fox urine and a few mixtures, and we lay it, spray.
Do you ever spray it on yourself?
Sometimes you get covered in it.
Yeah, because she used to be the fox. She would ride in front of the hunt.
You'd be covered in fox, and it's a horrible smell.
Does it wash off quickly?
It does, but it's a stinky smell when you come out. All the hounds love you after.
I was just thinking it could be problematic.
Yeah.
It could be, once you cut, because the bottle top sometimes pop. It's like stray bottles.
I can see.
No, it is a neat thing to see because they follow it by their nose. You're out 15, 20 minutes.
But they go out with, at times they call them couples, but
couples, two, counted by two. So if you have.
So how you go out with like.
Say if you have 12 and a half, it's about 25.
Yeah.
And then you always count in twos.
25 hounds or dogs, 25 dogs.
25 dogs.
And one person on horseback controls all of them. And a deer can run by, a little chihuahua on a leash could be growling, or a Wanda could be growling and barking by. And these dogs, they don't go after anything. It's really remarkable. Until the huntsman says, okay, here's a set, go. And they just all take off. It's really impressive to watch.
Are they as noisy before they're on the scent?
No, they're not allowed to be.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a place we could go and do that would be really fun, go and talk to how they do that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so people are asking whether I'm going to videotape my mother. No, I'm going to be in bed. She gets home. Judy, thankfully, I offered to go get her at 11:30 at night, but Judy seems to want to go, which Judy is, God, she's fantastic. She was here this morning. Yeah.
Maybe Judy would record.
Record what? Oh, yeah. Yes, we should. I'll ask her to do that.
Yes.
And
that saves us.
Yeah. And it seems like a lot of people are pushing Sandy to adopt.
Nice. She's sweet. She's really sweet as she's come.
All right. Are there any last minute questions? So Carlene will be back tomorrow.
Yay! Well, she should be right up and
with her new plan and her new lists for all of us. Yeah.
New lists.
Yeah.
Yes. Which we'll just add to the other lists.
Yeah.
In sequential order, I might add.
And it's not like she prioritizes everything. Everything is the highest priority. We just got to get it all done at once.
Yes. Yeah. But we prioritize it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we prioritize how we manage Carlene. We have meetings on how to manage Carlene. Because you just throw a little shiny thing one way, she goes over there, and we go the other.
I would think if it's a welding table.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yeah.
She needs a vacation from a vacation. Get ready for your list, ladies. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Well, the other thing is, now that she's worked out that she can get places, she's, there's nothing stopping her going because there's a big enough support network here. That is part of what I'm pushing for, is to get a bigger support network for Carlene, because there's no way she's ever going to go. She's going to die on this property. Well, yes, I would have expected so.
Yeah. Yeah, probably like wandering out in the golf cart. She gets it stuck and rolls it, and it's an accident. But no, she has no interest in ever. So I have to figure out a way to, keep her safe. And at the end of the day, I'm not always here because I don't live here. So, and Gwen doesn't live here. So
the good thing about it is, though, she knows what she wants. And
you think?
Yes, I think I have here. And there's actually a perfect solution in here, and we'll get the perfect solution sorted out.
Yeah, if it takes us forever.
And I have said to Carly that Carlene listens to her television very loud, but they're working on earplugs for nighttime.
Earplugs for nighttime. Someone just mentioned to go visit her sister. Her sister Franny and Debbie are coming in June, and we have some relatives coming, and they're Texans. They're pretty.
What?
Yeah, I got some Texans coming. So.
Your mother has sisters.
My mother has a sister, Franny, lives out in Pagosa Springs. And she's normal. I don't know how this happened, but my mother's sister is normal. She's clean. Like,
that's not
she
normal.
lives in a nice, beautiful house up in the mountains,
Does she have
and
any animals though?
they used to have a dog. Uncle
just
Bud
one.
still around. Uncle Bud is still around. Yes,
Uncle Bud was here
he's fantastic. Yeah, he was. I think it was Sunday. I saw him here.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Yes.
Um,
No, yeah, it was Sunday because it was the day we got the grill popped in.
okay. Yep. Yep. We love him. He's fantastic.
Yes. He keeps us all straight.
Yeah, but in a very quiet way.
Yeah, but you know the good thing is, your mum says, I've got some of these. And I say, well, where are they? She says, try behind door number 25. And I'm like, okay. And then I say to Uncle Bud, we've apparently got some of these. Yes, I know. They're actually over here.
Yeah, and you're still wandering around because, of course, the numbers have no sequential order. There's no map.
No.
Yeah, it's designed to walk around and look for stuff.
Oh, yeah, which is great when it's raining.
Yeah.
And I'm like, door 25.
Yeah.
Like, which one is
What
that?
could possibly be behind that?
one? Let's open all the
Exactly.
Yeah.
In fact, I think since we've been going round trying to establish, how best to run things, etc., and get it all tidied up and cleaned up, we're finding a lot of things that I don't know if you knew. Your mother's finding things that she didn't know.
There, if you go up in the hayloft, there are so many things up there that you would never like. I don't know, just crazy. Like, she collects weird stuff. Like, there's a bunch of pack saddles up there. There's deer antlers up there. There's all these costumes up. There's a whole bunch of little kid swimming pools up there.
Yeah,
There's
big white
bells.
dog pool thing.
Yeah,
For
yeah.
him.
Oh, yeah. There's so much. Just wander around. Like, you start digging around in there, and you'll find stuff that you'll be like, "What the hell is this?" Yeah.
Excellent.
So,
That would maybe be really handy.
Actually, really, I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
They're good size.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
yeah, the swimming pools. I think they might still be able to jump out of them.
I've got a grid that goes on top.
Okay, yeah, there's a whole, and there's some big ones up there too. There's if you need anything,
Safety first.
yeah, if you need anything, chances are it's in the hayloft. Like, if you need anything, if you need just anything, you can.
Not on the hay end.
Yeah, there's hay in one end, and the rest is just full of random stuff.
It's like an inferno at the moment.
Yeah.
Are you going to take that?
How is Colby doing? Oh, Colby, my son, Colby, he's fantastic. He's an engineer. I just talked to him today. He's an engineer an environmental engineer in Portland, Maine. And he has a girlfriend, and he plays ultimate frisbee, and he is self-supportive. He makes enough money to support himself.
Success.
He has been fully launched. He is off my payroll. And can I tell you, that's an incredible raise for me. I have so much money now. I can't even believe it. I was so poor before he graduated, and now I'm like, whoa. Yeah. He made it through college.
Excellent.
And there's still little Wanda. She is 16 years old now.
You wouldn't know she was 16
I
now.
know, she looks so good.
What?
You wouldn't know she was
No.
16.
She looks good
Yeah.
for her age.
She gets a lot of exercise. I feed her absolutely anything she wants at this age. Like a quarter of everything I eat goes into the dog. She begs. She's a terrible dog.
She got
Wanda.
The one you were going to give her a couple
She's
pieces. I had a hand
lovely.
feeder.
Yeah.
She wanted hand-fed food.
Yeah.
I had a hand feeder.
Oh, right. Yes. Anything you eat. Yeah.
Has to be. I gave her some dog food instead of soak it, but she's like, nope, you got a hand.
No. She's,
Has to be
yeah.
hand-fed.
Colby is my only child. Yes. I barely made it through the one. It was a lot. Because I raised him by myself, and that was a lot. But it's all good. Yeah. He does have that crazy Carlene gene, though. He does. Yep. Yeah, he does.
Skip a generation.
I was hoping it would. He's really smart. I mean, he's an engineer, but he does, like, every once in a while, that crazy Carlene gene will come out, and I'll be like, and there it is.
You'll be so glad.
But he's much more normal than, I tried to put a big buffer between Colby and my mother for good reason. Yeah.
Encouraged each other.
Yeah. And right. So, but he does have it. Will Colby do the burro racing? He just actually called the other day. He is coming. He's about going out to Colorado this race.
And he's going to do the one in Hamilton.
He is definitely doing the Donkey Derby September 29th in Hamilton.
Does he want a serious one that actually runs?
He could deal with anything.
Jasper is then.
Yeah, Jasper it is. Yeah, he had a serious running donkey when he was in Colorado last time. I do not want a serious running donkey because I run like a turtle on the way to the across the beach.
A strolling donkey.
Yeah. Everybody's saying I should stock up for food for my mother. Judy's already done that because she's fantastic.
We're all organized.
Yeah. You know what we're having for dinner? Whatever Judy put in the fridge for my mother. That's it. We'll come back and she'll come back and there'll be nothing in the fridge. We'll be like, sorry, Judy, you should have gotten her stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, it is almost 6 o'clock.
Is it really?
Yeah. Time flies when you're doing nothing and we have things to do. Yeah. We could chitter chat like this. This is what we do out at Meredith. We just hide from the world at Meredith. And steal hay.
Yeah.
Yes. So if I'm not in mail call for a while, it's because I'm in jail.
Yeah.
But yes, my mother will be back tomorrow, and I'm going back to my other life. You're on your own, everybody. No, I'll still be around, but yeah. Okay. So, well, thank you for joining us. We had to delete the mail call from every once in a while. We have to delete a mail call. It's not available on Facebook, and the reason is because Elizabeth was swearing. But remember, this mail call is unfiltered. What did I say? Unfiltered, untethered. It's non-censored, not censored at all. So there will be accidents and swear words. Nobody else pointed it out, but I heard. No, it wasn't actually Elizabeth. It was me. But I deleted it. So yeah, I got nervous. So if that happens and you don't know where it is, that's why. Because. Elizabeth's a potty mouth.
Thank you so very much.
Yes.
I do know bad
Carly
words.
doesn't even know how to swear.
I do know bad words, but I don't use them.
You use big words. Read the little card about big words.
Oh, I do. I like big words.
Yes.
I do like big words.
Okay, we'll see everyone soon.
Yes.
Carly.